on where we are, where we want to go, and having a life and a future that is being built on solid ground. Now, don't get me wrong, we could go into integrity and honesty and all of that, but that's not what I wanted to go over today. I want to go over some actual things that we don't hear about, or if you know about, I want to bring them in a way to really talk to you about it so that now, instead of just knowing it, you're doing it. Now, if you don't know it, you go find out. Now, if you don't have help, you seek help. And then now, if it's something you've been putting off because you know about it already, you know what it is, this is a time that we can no longer put these things off. If you do, we must do it right now. No wait. Okay, no pause, no hesitation. We need to go put it in our calendar like we do everything else for our kids, for our loved ones, our mate, our boyfriend, girlfriend, or husband. And I know we do that for our family. This needs to take precedence. So the very first thing, as far as those elements that you must have in order to create a solid ground, you must create what is called a life imperative. Let me tell you what this is. And there's other imperatives, like there's a relationship imperative, there's financial imperatives, there's marriage imperative. It's where you really take the time to sit down and you really paint the vision of your life. You know, there's these awesome groups and you see them come out at the beginning of the year and they huddle, or big, huge billion-dollar companies do this with their executive team, where they have them do what's called a dream board, or they have them go grab the one that they have and bring it to that meeting to continue to build new dreams, to continue to add on, that next level, that next thing. Well, this is exactly what that's like. Whether you put it on a board, I think you should do both. This is you taking the time to really think about your life. That means blocking out, going in your room, going in a room. Maybe you go on a drive and you go to a park and you get a bench with a notepad, or you take your iPhones, or your device and you just record and you talk to yourself. But the goal is to write it down, even though you talk to yourself, about number one, what you want in life. What do you really want? What is this all about for you? Why are you working hard and showing up to work every single day? What are you maybe working hard if you're trying to be responsible and save up, or trying to learn about other ways you can grow income? Why you even slave all day? What is it all about? Where are you going in life? Where do you want to go in life? What do you want your life to look like? And I love the quote that in order to answer this, you got to go all the way to the end. Where do you want to end? Woo, come on. That if you were on, I'm going to say it, that deathbed, and now when it comes to you thinking about your life, you can be at peace. Now when it comes to you thinking about your family, you know that you did the things that you needed to do for your family, to take care of your family, to prepare your family. When you're on that deathbed, when it comes to those things that were important to you, maybe it was a cause or something that you served in or something that you gave your time to volunteer in, will you be able to be at peace that you know you left it better than when you found it? Maybe it's about those places you wanted to travel and you wanted to see, or maybe were you just so busy just doing tasks that you never built that into your life plan. Or maybe there's things that you wanted to read, or I'm going to say it deeper. Maybe there's even people that you know you need to have a conversation with before you go. This is truly where you sit down in every facet of your life, even who you want to be. The kind of person that when you're gone, this is what they're going to know you by. This is what your motto was. This is what your tagline of your movie in your preview was. How do you want to live? And how do you want to leave life? And what type of thumbprint or impression, or even your mark, as they say, do you want to leave? Very deep conversation, but I believe that we can't just go to the 5, 10, 25 years. I believe to paint a real life imperative, we must go all the way to that moment that we don't want to talk about, that we don't like to think about. But let me tell you what, if we think about those things where there's an adversity, there are challenges, do you realize that it will cause us to expand ourselves, to grow ourselves, to think more? Man, I'm going to tell you a big one. It will put heat in your step, in your mind step, because we don't know when we're going to go. We don't know when our last day is. A lot of us think we got all this time in the world. I've got time. And before you know it, our time is up. So you wanted to go into what you want in life, what you want to achieve, and how you are going to get there. What mechanisms, what avenue, what things are you going to do to start or to build, to implant or to create? Man, or even maybe some things you need to remove so that you can do it. What is the things, these steps that you need to do in order to get there? You know, we could call this a plan, but I find that sometimes when people create a plan, they just make a list and they forget to create the vision. They make a list, create the vision, but they forget to make the commitment. They create the list, they create the vision, they make a commitment, but they didn't make it real. And when you make it real like that, maybe it means you got to go talk to family members. And now you're having conversations, and we're going to talk about that here in a little bit on another one that I have. That now it just doesn't become something real. It becomes something you have to do. It is no longer a choice. And I can't tell you, and I didn't go pull up the statistics, because I'm sure on some of these, we're going to probably make a whole lesson on each one. How do you do it? And we get some, attorneys and experts and people to come and speak on it, and we kind of interview them. Well, we've got this slide, but there's two of us over here to the left as ways to get it done and what to seek when you're trying to do it. But this is truly the things that we don't do, that we don't think about. But let me tell you, when you're gone, your family does. Okay? We want to be responsible in our life. We want to live a great life, and we want it to be full. But we have loved ones and people. We have a community that we were meant to be about. And those things, those steps, those plans, that vision, that commitment takes it, and even verbalizing it from being just a thought, going from being just real to something now is a must. All right, now that we got a plan, now that we know what we need to do, and I guarantee you there's going to be some things in there that require finances, y'all. Come on, let's say the word and not be scared of it. Income, money, finances. Don't have me say it again. So many are scared to say that word because of what the world has taught you. Money is evil, money is bad. Let me tell you what, without income, go talk to those that are on the street and be grateful for your life that you have it. It's about being responsible and not allowing it to change you, and then knowing that you've got things you need to do with it and learning how to use money to do those things. Money is important, income is important, and to grow and build a life as big as an imperative, money is a necessity. Can't leave home without it. Money. Okay? So this is now how we're going to fulfill the plan. This may be where some of it doesn't require money, but for the most of it, I'm going to sit here and tell you a lot of it does. And if we don't solve this problem, you're going to be looking at your vision board, you're going to be looking at your life imperative, and you're going to tell yourself it's impossible, it can't happen, what I would have to do, and I don't have that, and there's no way. And you're going to fold it up and you're going to put it away only because you told yourself you couldn't do it. But everybody's doing it every day now. They're all doing it. So you can do it too. And there's nothing that makes them different than you. But this is something we have got to change our mindset on.